Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin RVN. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below, tap that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're there, I think the like button is right next to it. If you can tap that as well, that would be great. And if you want to trade these volatile markets here, making some money using leverage if you know what you're doing, don't do it if you don't. MEXC Global's what I've been using lately, and I got a link down below. It's been a pretty good platform, I have to say. And yeah, you get a bonus if you signed up using my link. All right, let's jump into it. Ravencoin on the weekly. Let's take a look here. So my goodness, what a disaster this has all been. Nothing to really panic about yet, I guess. We got a lot of green in the market, but this could just be a retracement. Ravencoin is up 14% right now. Bitcoin is up 5.5% almost. And the markets are doing some sort of retracement here. We're going to take a little dive into Ravencoin, see where we're at. We did come down, and we not only found my blue line down here, like I've been saying that I think we're going to do, but we broke right through it. And we've done this before, so this is why I'm not panicking yet for Ravencoin. Not only have we not created a lower low, we still have a higher low here, which is good. We have not come down to reach the under 2 cent mark yet. Well, I take that back. The 0.172 mark, which was our low over here. We have not reached that yet. And if you look on, we're on the weekly time frame, we've done this before where we had a very long wick below this blue line, came back up, found support, and then we started our move to the upside. So there's that good news. And since we're up 14.65% right now, and we are climbing there, and there is 3 days, 16 hours to go, there's still plenty of time to get above this blue line and hold it as support. The one thing that is a little concerning, I guess before I go to that, I have a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top here, and we are trying desperately, which is going to line up perfectly with the blue line, to hold this 786 Fibonacci here. If we do not hold this 786 and we do close this weekly candle below this blue line, I don't think that's good news. I mean, we haven't had much good news lately anyways. Anybody who's affected by this FTX disaster, I feel very bad for you. So yeah, that sucks. Anyway, get your coins off exchanges is what everybody's telling you right now, and that is a good idea. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to do that. It is not as easy as just pulling money out of a bank. So if you cannot do it or are having difficulties doing it, look on YouTube, try to find some kind of a good tutorial. I don't have one. I didn't look previous to this video, so you can do your own research on this. Find a video on how to get it off an exchange by either using a hot wallet or a ledger or a Trezor or something like that, cold wallet. Try and research how to do it. If not, I mean, obviously, Binance seems to be like they might be one of the only ones that is still going to be around. If they can shut down FTX like that without even, any difficulty whatsoever. But also, Coinbase, I mean, I guess if you're in the US and you don't have access to Binance, you do have Binance US, but there's also Coinbase. Boy, man, I don't know, though. Just be very careful where you put your money. I've been pulling money off of other platforms. I just pulled all my money off of crypto.com. I didn't have very much on there, but I did have some, and I wanted to get it off of there because I do still have money on Voyager, which I was hoping to get some of that back with the FTX purchase, but I don't think that's happening anymore. Anyway, let's get into Ravencoin here. So we are desperately trying to hold this 786, Fibonacci and the blue line as well. But if we go down to the daily, this is where I'm seeing some problems here. Okay, so back here, this was our weekly wick below. Now we did close some of these dailies below, so that's actually okay. I guess it's not as bad as I thought. I didn't look into this too much before I jumped on. So we had this little wick below, but then we had this whole candle close below. Then we came down again. We actually created a lower low. from this candle right here. And we were fighting this blue line area for quite a while, a whole week to be exact, and we finally made it up above. Well, we are on day 1 wick here, 2 big candle down, 3 coming up to find resistance right here, is what I'm going to guess we're going to do, unless there's some kind of really... Well, tomorrow we're getting some news from the Fed, I believe. I can't remember what's going on tomorrow, but there's definitely some news that's going to really move this market. So just be prepared for that. If it's bad news, that is not good news for the crypto market, because especially the situation we're in right now. But if it's good news, then we have a chance to break above this and get back on track. But right now we're sitting below the blue line and below the 786, so that's not a good sign for Ravencoin. We do have... I mean, we're super low right now, so we do have some momentum on our side, hopefully, to get back to the upside. I mean, the RSI is completely oversold, and then the trend directional is trying to curl over here. It looks like all the money on the daily just like dropped out of Ravencoin during this whole process here. We're in the red down here. The volume, I mean, I like to keep them low because they get in my way when I'm looking at the charts, but I should definitely keep them so you guys can see them when I jump onto a video. But we really need to break above this blue line and the 786, and I'm gonna say, you know, I would say we got to do it in 3 days, 16 hours. I mean, honestly, if we close this weekly candle below the 786, I don't think that that's a good sign. And honestly, I don't know where we would go from there. I guess if we're really looking at spots, we can look at, let's go to the monthly just so we can get some stronger spots here. So if we're really looking at somewhere, if we were to drop down lower, I'd be looking just over a penny, and then obviously the lowest down here at 0.008. Boy, I hope it doesn't go down that way. But this is still, I mean, it's really funny to say right now, but it's still not terrible. We had been tracking this for quite some time now. And, you know, if you've been following my channel, we reached the top up here. We got heavily rejected. I said we're in this rising broadening wedge, waiting for us to break down, which we did. And then I was hoping we were going to hold this 618. We did not, which actually I think it was a 786 if I were to move my Fibonacci. But at this point, it's the 618. Let me get rid of that line and get rid of this channel here so that we can see this better. So if we did go on the weekly from the very bottom to the top, we were trying to hold the 618 here. We fell drastically below, and now we're trying to hold that 786. But it's, you know, we're still making a higher low, and we had expected some of this to happen. I was hoping that we'd kind of stay in this area up here, but I did say that there was a very good chance that we came down to the blue line, which we did. We fell below the blue line, but that's fine. If you got your orders in at the blue line, I'd still say that that's a pretty good buy, in my opinion. And now, I mean, we're getting to the apex of this triangle. This is like a very, very large triangle here. So, I mean, this dates back all the way to February 15th of 2021, is when we had this massive rise. But actually, the original spot of this triangle comes all the way back to March, the COVID crash, actually. So, I mean, this is a very long triangle in the making, and we really need to see this triangle come up and retest the top here, because if we do, I do think that we're going to break through it as long as we can start seeing some momentum on the upside. Otherwise, start looking at these lower spots down here, which is really unfortunate. But you know, you can't predict these black swan events when they happen. Nobody would have ever expected, I never would have expected, that FTX would have been taken out in 2 days. Absolutely insane what's going on here. So we need to get above this blue line, above the 786, and then slowly start making our way. Our green line right here for breakout time is coming up. It's still a little ways away. January 16th of 2023 is when I've got this line drawn of when I think that we might have a breakout. So if that is going to take place, we've got to really start making some moves to the upside. How long did this last move take us to get from the bottom to the top? Let's take a look at that. So from this wick right here to the top took us 91 days, 13 bars. This is the weekly time frame. So from this wick right here, if we did 13 bars, 91 days. I mean, that's actually still, I mean, if we did the exact same thing we did over here to get to the top, if we did the exact same thing, my green line, it's not guaranteed. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed, but it's not guaranteed to break out at this point right here. I mean, this could go into February 6th of 2023 if we did the exact same move as we did here, and we start slowly grinding our way up. You know, do the exact same move. That means February 6th is our breakout target. This triangle can go all the way to the apex, all the way till August 28th of 2023. And then we would have to make a decision. If we're just kind of dancing inside this triangle till then, it is going to be a massive explosion, preferably to the upside. And so that's kind of where we're sitting right now. Let's zoom in to the 12-hour. Oops. See if we can see anything. I mean, it's the same as the daily. It's just trying to come up and retest this line. I'd be waiting for, you know, a cross of the RSI to cross the moving average here. Green dot down below here on the trend directional and a move to the upside. There's no divergences just yet, unless maybe we go down to a lower time frame maybe. Nope, no divergence there. Down to the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, we're just slowly making our way up. I do expect us to get rejected, honestly. It also looks like our 1 hour is slowing down, and it also looks like our 1 hour is breaking down right now. So there is actually a good chance that within the next hour or so, in 9 minutes, we do have a breakdown. This video won't be updated in time, but it does look like we're going to break down again and possibly come back, hopefully on the 1 hour to create a double bottom here, which would be nice. Anyway, that's kind of all I got. I know this is kind of some wild times. It's just scary times for the entire crypto market. What is going to happen in this, you know, during this whole process here. But from a chart perspective, we're still following our path a little bit lower than I had hoped and expected. But we are making a nice push back up to the upside. And again, we've got 3 days, 16 hours to see this play out. Now, next week is a big week. If we do, like I said, if we do not close above this blue line here and the 786, next week is the week that we're going to feel it. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell your friends, all that other stuff. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.